Yellow, in this video I did even more lore with my friends on the Entity SMP. It was awesome. This is a cut down version of a stream which took place at twitch.tv/endurrr, so if you want to join for my next live stream then I will be happy to see you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you can always check out my main channel as well. Hey up Ben, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah. First time we meet. It's good to meet you. I'll be honest. I've heard the
It's good to
statement.
see anyone, really.
Yeah. I'm. What do you mean by that? Ah, well, who cares? So yeah. Cartman wanted to talk to you. I was kind of fetched to go get you. So yeah. I guess
Good.
that's it. That's it. That's kind of what happening here. 1 second. Yeah. So I was kind of fetched to go get you, and I'm gonna do just
Sounds
that.
good.
Oh, look at that. Cool. After you guys have talked, you are very free to come talk to me again. I'll be in my office, and yeah,
Okay,
you
right
go
in
do your
there.
thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you wanted a statement, so you go do your thing. All right,
Okay, good.
all right. See you around.
Okay.
Good luck. Let's go in.
Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
I
Who are you?
I'm Pan. I have a statement for you.
What? Uh. Okay. Uh. Sure. Just,
Gonna
I'll take that
I'm
then.
gonna over listen to them chat.
Okay. Statement of Pan Richards regarding the loss of their social life. Original statement given 7th of December 2022. Statement begins. After all of my adventures, I have realized something. I'll go anywhere, look through every crevice, and even push the limits of legality in my search, but there's one thing I always seem to avoid if I can. People. I mean, of course I have to interact with people, especially people who themselves are involved with the supernatural. What I'm saying is I avoid people when I can. That day I was out for a walk, casually looking for anything supernatural, well, as casually as you can. I was in a city I hadn't been in before, and after a while I got pretty turned around. It wasn't that late, and so I wasn't very worried about it. I just continued walking, looking for something I'd recognize from the start of my journey. After a while, I did end up recognizing this little bookshop. I know I'd have to turn to the right after walking past 2 streets, but the streets I had peacefully walked before were now full of people. I was not really in the mood for pushing my way through that, and so when I saw the alleyway to my right, I decided it was my best option. I realized my mistake when a man entered the alleyway. It was big enough for both. Sorry, it was big enough for us to easily walk by each other, but the man loomed over me, and I had the feeling he'd easily outmatch my strength if he tried. At this point, it was too late to turn back. He'd easily catch up to me if he wanted to, so there was really no point. I decided to keep my head down and took my keys out of my pocket as a makeshift weapon if I'd need it. We continued walking silently towards each other until barely a step separated us. That's when he decided to step in front of me. It caught me so off guard, I almost barreled straight into him, but managed to stop in time and keep my balance. As soon as the shock of the near collision passed, I got ready to hit him with my key-turned weapon, but all he did was stare at me. When he opened his mouth, all he said was, "What a lonely creature you are." Then he continued his walk past me. It wasn't until everything happened I even realized he had been grinning when he said it. I didn't really think of it much. Of course it was a scare, but since he never ended up doing anything, I quickly put it behind me. Okay.
I accidentally. Okay.
Okay. After all, it wasn't the strangest thing I'd seen.
Fuck.
A month went by before anything happened. I'd gone back home by that point. I've never really liked to be away from the peace and quiet of my little apartment for a long amount of time.
Stop.
And would always return in between trips. Anyway, I'd just taken some cookies out of the oven and was preparing for a group of friends to come over. We'd planned it a week before my last trip.
Shit.
We'd eagerly talked about it when our commutes linked up. So when a half an hour ticked by, I assumed they were just running late. When an hour went by, I wondered if I'd mixed up the dates. And when I realized I hadn't, I sent them a message guessing they all must have forgotten. No response. I wondered if I'd done something to upset them. At the time I'd say I slept poorly, but at this point I wish I could sleep as peacefully as I did that night. Fuck. God damn it. The next morning I walked down the street Malcolm lived in. The street Malcolm. The street. Malcolm lived close by, and so he would always walk down the street to get to work. But there was no sign of him. I felt a little bummed about not being able to find someone to clear up the situation for me, but I didn't fret about it. Yes, mate. Oh, God damn it. Instead, I walked down to the coffee shop Sarah fancied. She always had a cup of coffee and a wiener bread every Tuesday at 12. So when I did not find her there, either I started to feel a bit unnerved. My search for my dear friends continued all day, and I found no one. So I tried the next one, and the next, and the next. After a week turned to months, I stopped looking for their faces in the crowds. Whatever had happened, it was clear they wanted nothing to do with me. And that was fine by me. They didn't want me, I didn't want them. So I continued with my life. Just when the cops showed up on my doorstep, they said my mother and father had died tragically in an accident. My parents had still been so lively, and so I thought they'd be here for a while yet, so this shocked me to my core. I decided to visit my sister, the only family I had left at this point. I drove 3 hours to get to her house. I knocked on her door, and when she opened it, she didn't look surprised to see me. Now, considering our parents had just died, that shouldn't have been shocking, but the blank stare she gave me stopped the words on my tongue before I'd even found them. When the silence stretched on, I forced myself to speak. I wasn't sure what I was going to say and ended up blurting out, "I miss you," for once again falling silent. It wasn't until I said it before I realized how true it was. At that realization, at the knowledge that I'd lost my parents and now only had her, I wanted nothing more than to throw my arms around her and weep
My mom came
in
in.
her arms. I made it one step before she calmly closed the door, that blank expression still in her face, like I was nothing to her. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I wasn't anymore. That thought scared me, sent me into a panic. I much preferred over the hollow and cold emptiness I'd started to feel. So when I made it home, I was relieved to see my neighbor Edith. Edith was this sweet elderly woman who was shy and would do anything to avoid any conflict or attention in general. So when I walked up to her and she didn't even greet my panic grew. When I walked up to her and she didn't even greet me, my panic grew. When I realized I wouldn't even get attention from yelling and get a reaction from yelling at Edith, the attention hater, I just turned and ran into my apartment. I closed myself off for a while. Into my apartment. I closed myself off for a while. When I finally got the nerve to start talking to new people, I never got a response. When I look at what my sister and ex-friends are doing, they seem totally fine. It's like I didn't even exist. It's like I'm a blanket thrown over their senses. When I get too close or try to talk to them, the only people who seem to acknowledge my existence are clerks and anyone else forced to do so. It should fill me with some relief, but I know that if I tried to keep talking to them, they'd become like everyone else, and so I keep my tongue in check. Become so incredibly alone. Thought it might be some rotten joke. The world was playing on me. I thought I was just the unlucky soul that it chose. Till I saw the man. I have a cat. A little grey cat with an amputated tail. I found him in a dumpster one day. The man was petting him. He saw me looking from the window. I stood there frozen when the man stood up and grinned at me. I just put down the plate I'd been washing. Went to the window and drew the curtain. I never saw my cat after that. I think Edith took him in. This used to be my safe space, the home I could always return to. Now it's nothing more than a prison. Statement ends. Pan? I shouldn't have done that. Look, I can't offer you a whole lot, but I can offer you a job.
Really?
Yeah. I can offer you a job and a place to stay.
Oh, don't worry.
I mean, I don't really have much to lose anymore, so...
I know, but I can't. I don't want you to be alone. I know you don't know me and I don't know you, but I'm not gonna just leave you. Look, if you have anything you want to bring, I can set up a room in the archives for you. You just wanna go and grab it real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that sounds good.
Okay. Well, when you come back, endurrr will let you in. I'll be in the archives. I'm really sorry. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Place.
Alright, see you, Pan.
Oh, hello. Come on in. Oh shit. Oh, sorry, I was muted. Oh, come on. Hey, Pam, what's up?
Hi.
What's up?
I mean, that was a lot.
Oh, who's opening? Okay, well, I kind of you wanna go upstairs? I kind of need to a little bit more of a silent place to talk to you.
Yeah, that sounds
Alright,
like a plan.
Yeah, come on up. Yeah, it's good to see you. So how was meeting Cartman? I'm gonna get straight to the point. I might have overheard you talking. And well,
That explains the door, I guess.
yeah, no, that was by accident. I have very sticky fingers, or I don't know if that's a word, but yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you. I can't imagine the pain you went through, and I'm really sorry. Honestly, I'm really sorry that happened. And honestly, I would love to have you here, but I need to tell you something which Cartman didn't tell you. He doesn't really care, you know. He said all of those things about giving you a room here, giving you a place here, but he doesn't care. And even then, if you were to stay, I mean, as you said, people just go lonely around you. They disappear. I mean, do you really want that?
I mean, no, but...
No, but that's gonna happen. Even here at the Institute in the Protection of the Eye. I'm sorry, Pan, but I don't think that's gonna work, and I don't think he realizes it. I think... And wouldn't it just be better to be alone? To feel that loneliness? You know, there's a comfort in that loneliness. Maybe that's what's been trying to show you this whole time, like, just give you that comfort. I mean, you've always felt better alone, right?
Yeah, but... It's one thing to be alone willingly, and...
Well, you can
It's
choose
one
to be
thing
alone
being
willingly.
isolated.
Well, then choose to be alone willingly. You do it on your own terms. Don't let this thing define you. Be your own loneliness. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I mean, I think you're great, but I think you would do better off alone, honestly.
I don't know. Maybe you have a point. Maybe he does.
Trust me, Cartman has no points. He may see everything, but he is so dumb. Anyway,
Isn't he your boss?
he's my boss, alright, but if you don't know, maybe this is also a bit of a turn off from joining the Institute. We're kind of stuck here. We can't really leave. So, I mean, it's, yeah, we're
Oh.
gonna, yeah, it's another point to maybe not join. I mean, wouldn't you rather be on your own, to have your own, to be able to do whatever you want, not serve some eye that forces you to read shit? Yeah, that's what we do here, by the way. I know you're familiar with the Supernatural. I don't know how much.
They've done a lot of research on the eye. I mean, less the eye and more the archives.
Yeah.
Since, it collects all the supernatural and stuff.
All right.
But
Okay.
I've never really been comfortable being watched. So.
No. So I think you should leave. Go find your own comfort, find your loneliness, and maybe you will see another one day far from here. And maybe this is a favor. Even. I'll let you brew, I suppose. Think about it. I'll see you around,
Oh.
alright?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, have a good day. You're great. You're
Yeah,
great.
you too.
Yeah. Alright. Bye. See you around.
Bye.
Oh. Great. That's great. So, what happens now? I really have no idea what happens now. Oh, what's up, Carmen? What's up?
Why was Pan here?
Pan. Pan was here?
Finn, you saw Pan, right?
So, you saw him? Finn?
And why you brought Pan into my office?
No. Like they said, they wanted to talk. Maybe they just came here by themselves. I don't know. Look, are you okay? I don't know, it's just been something with the way you see stuff recently. Like, have you... Like, there was this thing the other day where you said I was like, it hurts someone, and now there's this? Are you okay?
And Pan was just here.
Well, yeah, Pat, I don't know.
You talked to Pan, didn't you?
No. I guess I said hi, but...
I swear I saw...
Are you okay? Are your, like, visions okay? Are you
they're not... It's fine. I'm
No,
fine.
is it fine? Because we saw something the other day as well. I think not feeding from people is doing something to you.
I'm not gonna feed from people.
Well, if you're gonna keep being the archivist, if you're gonna keep helping people, you're gonna have to. Because you don't see things right anymore.
I just fed from Pan.
Yes. See? And how did that feel?
Bad,
Bad, but you can see things clearer now, right?
Can I? I'm not seeing things clearly, or you're lying to me.
I would never lie to you. You know I wouldn't.
Look,
I don't...
Pan came and they gave... I took their statement from them, and I offered them a job.
Yeah. You offered them a job.
And a place to stay.
That's good.
I don't... They're falling deeper and deeper and deeper into the lonely, and I don't want that to happen.
That's not good. Well, hopefully we'll see them around. Because if they've already been falling into the lonely, then who knows what may happen. I read so many statements about that shit. Jesus. It's so, it's so insidious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, I think you should rest, because apparently, well, maybe that's the problem. Maybe you haven't got enough rest. Maybe that's why things are like
I'm gonna-
saying weird.
I'll be in my office if you
Alright.
guys need me.
Alright. Alright, sounds good.
I'll talk to you later, Ender.
See you around, Carbon. Finn? Are you here, Finn?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
You didn't see anything, right? That's what I thought.
I don't think Cartman would be really happy with you lying to him.
I'm doing it for his own good. So, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It's what you
Does
would
it
call
benefit
what?
does it benefit you or does it benefit him?
Let's say it benefits us both. Call it a justifiable lie. And well, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Wait, what? Okay, it's fine. Wait, what just it's fine. It's fine. So, anyway, what you been up to today?
Setting fires. Just
Setting fires.
don't-
That's
don't
fun.
go in the archives. Don't go in the archives.
What's that? What's that supposed to mean?
No,
What's that
no,
supposed to mean?
no,
What have you
no,
done to the archives?
no,
What have you done to the
no, no,
archives?
no.
What have you done to the archives? They're fine. Why did you say don't go into the archives? Are you what? I guess I'm not. Okay, Finn. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back to my office and do some work. So you have fun here, alright? You have fun here. Alright, guys. So that was interesting. Fun meeting this new pan person. Really fun. Oh god, I haven't had that much fun in years. Oh my god. What am I doing? What? Hold. Why am I enjoying that? It's fine. I don't. The thought of them falling further into the lonely. I don't know. It's just great. I don't know. I just love it. I think I just made an avatar, guys. Oh my god. Oh, anyway. I wonder if we have a statement to read. Because I'm thinking there's quite a few statements that we haven't read yet. John Pertel, we got that statement. I've checked through a lot of these. Finn. Alright. Finn could be a problem, guys. Finn could be a huge problem, but I feel like me and Finn know each other enough for, well, them not to tell Carbon anything, and I might have them under my thread, perhaps. I'm trying to look. I think we're gonna read case 343. Or actually, let me go look in the archives. Wait, hold on. Let me go look in the archives, because I think... No, I'm not doing that now. Never mind. Never mind. Case 343 it is. It's another one about the figure. So we still need to figure out who it is, by the way. Statement of John Pertel regarding the death of their entire family. Original statement given December 2nd, 2020. Statement begins. As I sit here in this room and look back at the terrible thing which happened when I was a child, I can't help but get the most vivid image of it. I can feel my words delaying the inevitable description which I put down on this paper, but I don't want to. But I need you to know. When I was a child, my whole family was killed. It was sudden, and at least to me, and I did not see it coming. I do think my parents had an idea, though. They were very anxious and cautious the days before their murder. My sister and I, however, were only kids, and we had fun like usual. If I did see any signs of what was gonna happen, I'm not sure what I could tell you were signs. Sure, our lights seemed to flicker on and off more than usual, and the shadows outside my window seemed to move. But how do I know if those things were connected? Who am I kidding? They probably were. The night my parents were killed, the lights were dimmer and the air was thicker. Maybe it was my own fear, or maybe it was my parents'. Either way, this is how it happened. This is how my family died. Thank you for the raid, Corbett. Thank you for the raid. Oh, love you guys. Oh, I don't have notifications on right now. Oh, thank you for the raid, guys. I'm reading a statement. Anyway. It was a cold December night. I believe I had just turned 5 and my sister 7. I lay cozy in my bed, the blanket above me, and silence all over the house. That was until I started hearing voices downstairs. It was my parents. They were talking and almost yelling. I think they were afraid. And I think my mother was on the phone to the police because she talked hurriedly yet calmly. And it didn't seem like she was talking to my father. Curious little me decided to open my door and head downstairs. I could see my sister already heading down them. Instead of alerting her of my presence, I just kept walking sneakily behind her. While she walked up to my parents, wondering what was going on, I stayed by the stairs, the dark shadow from the roof looming over me. They were panicked, and my sister was panicked because they were panicked. That's when all of the lights turned off, which was very unfortunate considering my entire family was very afraid of the dark. Not me though. There was never a problem with it. That was until after what happened to my parents. I can't sleep in the dark anymore, and the moment I'm by myself in a dark place, I break into panic mode looking for light source as quickly as I can. The darkness was thick and hard to see through, but the more my eyes focused, the more I could make out my family. However, instead of 3 figures standing there in the dark, it was now a 4th. It was tall. Its eyes seemed to be darker than the rest of the environment, and I could not make out any detail from the person. It's not because it was dark. I just simply could not understand its features. They were strange, not normal. It watched my family, stared down on them. They were frozen. They could not move. I could see my mother trying to speak, to pray that it would not hurt her children, but any noise she tried to make was drowned out by the thick, heavy darkness. Then the figure slashed into my family. Blood spewed everywhere, and I swear I could smell the iron in the air. It covered the whole room, and as my family tried to scream, the front door flung open. There in the entrance stood a man with purple hair. He waved a flashlight toward the monster, and it stared at the man. I think it was confused or surprised. I don't know how I know this, but I think it might have been the way it froze after the man had entered the house. It tried to get away, but I don't think it could. Then it seemed to morph, become shorter. It looked almost human now, but still covered in the blood which came from my parents. They escaped out of there and left me by the stairway to look at the bloody corpses of my whole family, torn apart, limbs disconnected from their chests. It wasn't long before the police arrived and found me covered in blood with tears running down my eyes. I was young, but even that young I knew what death looked like. I knew what a massacre looked like. I call it an animal instinct. I'm here and I recognize you, the man I see across the room. You have the same purple hair, archivist. If only you arrived sooner. Notes. So, I guess we see the figure again, and Cartman. This man must be talking about Cartman. Is that why he didn't want me to look into the figure? Because he's encountered it before? I shouldn't confront him about this. I should talk to him about this. So, Cartman's encountered the figure before. That's what we get from this. Cartman has encountered the figure before, and he's, yeah, no, he pretty much didn't tell me that, I guess. I guess that's what he was, like, hiding from me. Maybe that's what he's been lying about. So I don't know what to do. Do I confront him about it, or do I do something else? I don't know what I do. Not now. I don't think I'm gonna confront him about it now. Why am I standing on my desk? Jesus Christ, my feet must be very dirty. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, alright. Alright, cool. Cool. So the figure. We've seen more of the figure, but that was more, well, that was when they were children, or they were a child. The statement was taken 2020. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, guys. Alright, is that is that it? I don't think I have anything more. Should we introduce a character today? Should we introduce someone? Because we have a few statements that need to be read for introduction of people. Should I do that? Let me talk to our Cartman. Cartman, are you in stream? Cartman. Undeafen. Is Cartman on the server? I think Cartman's on the server. Hey Cartman. Should I introduce someone? Read a statement about someone?
Hello?
I forgot to unmute. Should I read a statement about someone?
Should you read a statement?
Introduce someone? From
Introduce someone?
Yeah, like
Oh.
Bart or games like this.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, which one do I read? Someone.
Is this conversation happening on
No,
stream?
no, no. Yeah, this is not lore. We're on stream. Yeah. Let's introduce Bart then, I suppose. Someone
Alright.
get Bart here. Someone tell Bart we're doing this.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Let's see. Is it this one? Simonov Rose Runner. We're going. Okay, yeah, this is it. All right. Thank you. I'm going back to my
Okay.
office. All right. Do you wanna listen? Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you wanna listen in? Okay. No. Okay. He deafened immediately. I guess he just listened on stream. All right. That did not happen. Oh, I have a Bart. Statement here. Oh, let's go. All right. Let's read a statement about Bart. Maybe one should mention Bart. Tell him that this is happening. I don't think Bart's online right now. It's fine. You can re-listen to this. Save the timestamp. The same timestamp is 34 minutes into the stream, and you can look at this later. Okay. Statement of Rose Ronald regarding her sudden blindness. Original statement given November 12, 2022. Statement begins. Let me drink first. I may be old, but I promise you that I did not just become blind. Somebody did this to me. Nobody will believe me. To speak to me with this voice, babying me and all that I have to say. I am perfectly sane. I am a grown woman. They cannot treat me like this. So if they don't believe me, then I will come to somebody who does. Thank you for writing this down, dear. You're very kind. The story starts a week ago, the day that I went blind. I had never really been the person who saw figures lurking around corners. In fact, all my life, I don't think I have ever seen anything like that. I have never seen anything lurking in the dark, hiding behind a corner. I'd heard stories described to me about terrible things happening in the dark, but to me the darkness was just another part of life. It was harmless, and the thought of people being scared of it was ridiculous to me. I get it now, though. I get why people are afraid of the dark. That day I met a person, a guy who introduced himself as my new caretaker. He called himself Bart, and he seemed kind enough. We had a wonderful time, and I really do not think this had anything to do with him. Anyway, he took care of me and we had a good day, though I did realize quite a few shadows moving about my house. I was kind of scared that my old brain had finally gotten hold of me, so I was more focused on if I was sane rather than how odd it was. I know. I said I was perfectly sane, and I am. I know that now, but back then it was a little bit confusing. These shadows put me on edge, but I didn't really think of it too much and went on about my day. It is when night came that things became strange. The darkness had fallen upon my house, and while all my lights were on, they felt dimmer somehow. The light felt thick. It was going to turn off at any moment. That's when Bart left for the night. He waved me good night as he headed out into the dark night, and I stood there at the door, scared. I was scared something did not feel right. I closed the door, locked it, and I turned off the lights. I then went up the stairs with great difficulty, and I lay down in my bed. The light still dim on my bedside table. I fell asleep. Now, I promise you when I say this, that I did not turn off my lamp before I fell asleep. It was on, but when I woke up at 2 a.m. it was not. The darkness in the room felt heavier than usual, and I could not see through it whatsoever, but I could see an outline in the corner of my room. It was tall, and it was standing there. I could see a man standing in the corner of my room, in the pitch black darkness my eyes could not get used to. I wanted to scream, but I was afraid that that would alarm the figure, so I just stared at it the best I could. I did not like this. I did not like being unable to see. I hated being unable to see who was staring back at me in the dark bedroom. I wanted to turn on the light, but I knew that would seal my fate. I wanted to call for the police, but I knew I'd be dead before anyone came here. I wanted to cry, but if I opened my mouth, the darkness would flow in like water and fill me like it had filled my dead husband. So I lay there and stared for what felt like hours upon hours upon hours. No sun came through the uncurtained window. I wasn't even sure I was in my room anymore. The more I lay there, the more it felt like I was in another world. One where there was no light, no sun to protect you during the day, no stars to show you during the night. I now knew I was a fool to not fear the dark before, to not fear that empty cold which was simply the switch of a light away. Anything lurked in the dark. Then I had had enough. I could not do this anymore, so I ran. I ran toward where the door was supposed to be, and I could not feel the handle as I pushed it open. But right as I ran outside, I stubbed my toe on something and I stumbled down the stairs, which was strange because the stairs were an entire hallway away. Then everything went quiet, and I lay there on the floor, and everything was still black. I could still see that figure staring at me in the corner of my vision, even though I was blind, forever seeing that darkness. I still see the figure. It's not quite seeing it, but it is there. The outline in my blindness. The monster which keeps me awake at night. I will never underestimate the darkness again. At least I have Bart. He's a kind soul. Statement ends. Notes. I do not think this Bart is as kind as she makes him out to be. I recognize the name from a previous statement, one which the archivist made some notes on. I think we found our avatar of the dark. I would love to say that we could easily locate him through Rose, but I'm afraid she killed herself shortly after the statement was made. However, there was something interesting found at the crime scene. There is no proof that somebody killed her, and everything points toward the fact that she killed herself. Except for the muddy footprints in the corner of her bedroom. Statement ends. Yeah. So I guess we found another avatar of the dark. Well, we found a statement about one of the avatars of the dark. I think there's another one. I don't remember their name. Neptune, I think it was. Yeah, do not look forward to encountering them. Glad I haven't done that yet. Yeah. Whew. Dirty. Lore ends, I suppose. I guess that's it. What have you guys been talking about? You guys talking about Bart? Why do you all have so many beacons? We just have a lot of beacons. Alright, we have to have a lot of beacons. Damn Bart Bamboozle. Very good. Really, really. Calling Bart dirty. Oh my god. Emma, Finn, are you talking to me? Oh lord. Yeah, well that was good. That was a good statement, I feel like. Good little Bart statement. Statement of Bart. How great, right? How great. Because Finn is 5 foot in lore. Oh. Oh, you're 5 foot in lore? That is so silly. Oh my god. Oh, that is so silly. What are you guys doing? Oh lord, let me leave the statement here. Are you guys talking? Are you guys talking right now? Is that what you're doing? Alright. Well, I think that might be it for today, guys. I don't really have anything else planned. Alright, bye, Bobbyers. Bye, bye. Love you guys. Love you, Bobbyers. Bye.